Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has unveiled the last full budget of Modi 2.0, terming it the first Amrit Kaal budget. She has said the government's aim with this budget is to achieve a technology-driven and knowledge-based economy with strong public finance and robust financial sector. The most awaited announcement, however, was that the income tax rebate has been extended on income up to Rs 7 lakh in new tax regime. She also proposed to change the tax structure in the new regime by reducing the number of slabs to 5 and increasing the tax exemption limit to Rs 3 lakhs. Listen in to what she said.
The second proposal relates to middle-class individuals. I had introduced in the year 2020 the new personal income tax regime with 6 income slabs starting from 2.5 lakh. I propose to change the tax structure in this regime by reducing the number of slabs to 5 and increasing the tax exemption limit to 3 lakhs. The new tax rates are 0 to 3 lakh, nil. 3 to 6 lakhs, 5%. 6 to 9 lakhs, 10%. 9 to 12 lakh, 15%. 12 to 15 lakhs, 20%. And above 15 lakhs, 30%. This will provide major relief to all taxpayers in the new regime. My third proposal is for the salaried class and the pensioners, including family pensioners, for whom I propose to extend the benefit of standard deduction to the new tax regime. Each salaried person with an income of 15.5 lakh rupees or more will thus stand to benefit by 52,500 rupees. My fourth announcement in personal income tax is regarding the highest tax rate, which in our country is 42.74%. This is among the highest in the world. I propose to reduce the highest surcharge. I propose to reduce the highest surcharge rate from 37% to 25% in the new tax regime. The first one concerns rebate. Currently, those with income up to 5 lakh do not pay any tax, do not pay any income tax in both old and new regimes. I propose to increase the rebate limit to 7 lakhs in the I propose to increase the rebate limit to 7 lakh in the new tax regime.
All right, with that, I've been joined at this point of time by my colleague Deepak from Bengaluru. He is standing with IIM students. Deepak, take us through the reactions that you are gathering at this point of time.
Yes, we are here at the Indian Institute of Management in Bengaluru, and of course this particular institution has produced great minds in the past, and today we're going to try and speak to a few of the students, most of them pursuing their MBA here, the full-time MBA and also the executive MBA. Let's try and get their opinion as to what they think this particular budget presented by our finance minister was like. So firstly, it's many people are saying that up until now we've seen budgets being announced, but nothing was there really for the common man in the last few years. Finally, do you feel that this is done enough for the common man of India?
I think the government has really listened to the industry as well as the common man, because in terms of taxation, the kind of reforms that they've brought, really something that the people were demanding for the last 2 years. And in the healthcare sector also, the industry was demanding a focus on research, and that's something that the government has done. In terms of, let's say, allocating ICMR labs to public and private partnership for healthcare research, and also, promising that a program will be launched for new research and innovation in pharma. That's something that the industry was demanding. So there's been a focus in terms of listening to what the people were demanding.
What would you say was the biggest takeaway for you here?
I think for me it was the kind of expenditures they have outlaid in capital expenditures and green energy. I think because of the recessionary pressures that the economy is going to face this year, infrastructure will demand a lot of money. And even in green, this might be the right time, keeping in terms of the global outlook, it is the right time to get into green energy.
So did you all have enough time to actually sit through the entire budget session? And when you heard it, what did you think? What was that struck your mind that this is going to be probably the defining moment of this particular announcement?
Actually, we were in classes, but coming from an oil sector, defining moment in the budget will be where the government has increased the excise duty for unblended fuel, but it remains to be seen what the government will do for the availability of ethanol in the future, because we have a shortage in sugarcane production also.
Okay, and what about you? What did you think was the takeaway?
Okay, so I think in the personal finances as well as the taxation, a lot of benefits have been given to the common man. I think people have already been rejoicing with the 7 lakh of deduction, which the relief which people will be getting. Apart from that, I think another great thing which happened was Section 54, that is capital gains gap of 10 crore, which was not there earlier. And in fact, the high net worth individuals are largely dealing with the properties, and I think now the cap of 10 crore is really great initiative.
Well, now all the students here, of course, would be hoping that their opening salaries after they get out of college will be a little more than 7 lakhs. So, are you happy with this? The tax rebate now moving up to 7 lakhs? That slab.
So, as you know, this is for the new tax regime, but not for the old one. So, it's good that they have increased this tax slab. But also, if like I have personally taken education law, so I was thinking some rebate in the old tax regime also. So I don't think that will be any more beneficial. But again, since government wants everyone to move from old tax regime to the new tax, I think
that this is going to be the new default tax regime.
Yeah, exactly. In coming years, I think this is going to be the only tax regime present in India. By the way, the government is.
Do you see that as a concern with this being made as a default tax regime? Or slowly the old tax regime is going to move on, because last time there was a lot of speculation whether this is the right way forward to have 2 tax regimes, and whether actually moving out of the old one is even a good move.
Yeah, so government is pretty clear in their approach, and this time by making it default, by making the new tax regime default, they have stated it clearly that going forward, new tax regime will be the only option. My only concern is that people need to be educated, because earlier by default people were used to the old tax regime. If somebody is willing to opt for the new one, they can opt for. But now, since they have made it default, probably there need to be some kind of awareness programs also, because otherwise normal common people will